Hey guys, girls, gender non-conforming peeps, and of course unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. I probably look very different to how I used to on this channel. I actually made a second channel for my official music and all music things over there. That's just because I didn't want my name to be associated with Magpie anymore. That used to be my old stage name, artist name. Now it's just Clementine. So I'll leave a link below so you can check out my new music. And yeah, so today I wanted to talk about toxic relationships, friendships, and how to kind of spot them and definitely how to get out of them. Speaking from my own experience with a toxic, I'm just going to call it a relationship because a relationship doesn't have to be romantic, it was just a relationship. And I just want to say a disclaimer, these are my experiences. They may not be able to resonate with you guys, you may not understand the same thing, but I'm just trying to help out. So if I say anything that you don't agree with, just leave me a comment. I'll leave you my social media down below so you can just message me there. So when I was around the age of 17, I fell in love with my best friend. Yep, that happened. That seems to happen to every gay girl out there. But yeah, so we were super close. We were very, very good friends. And I told her one day, we kind of played it off. I was like, it was just a little crush, like it doesn't matter. But the thing is, I did really like her, and she knew this. And basically after that, we just became very, very close. However, whenever I asked her out, or I'd say, I think I've really got these feelings for you, she would just say, we're just friends. I think we should stay just friends. So I respected that. I was like, okay. So that was it. That was our friendship for 3 months after I told her. We were just friends. However, we did get super close, and mixed messages started to appear. It would be little things like longer hugs than normal, or just little things. And looking back on it now, I wish that I had just got out of that friendship immediately. But a few months into this whole mixed messaging thing, I got very confused. So, for example, when I got home, she'd normally come home with me and we'd hang out. I'd lie on my bed, normally because I'm tired and I'll just come back from school, and she'd actually lie next to me, and we used to just be very close. And it was like, you have friendship close and then you have relationship close, and it was like more kind of towards the relationship close. So I used to be very, very confused. I have my best friend now, who's amazing. She actually helped me throughout this whole thing. I used to tell her, I'd be like, this girl, I'm just going to call her Mina, because, so I'd be like, Mina's sending me all these mixed messages, I don't know what to do. And I tell my best friend, I'd be like, she's done this, we get very close. It just doesn't seem like a friendship. And at the end of all of this, I ended up being kind of dropped by this girl. We've been friends for over best friends for over 3 years. And she just dropped me, called me a burden, did this over phone. And that really wrecked me, because I'd fallen very much in love with this girl, because there was always that possibility and that hope that I might actually get her, and that was all because of these mixed signals that I was getting. Later on, we spoke about it. We had like a 6-month phase where we just did not speak. So that was between January, and then for about 6 months we'd be a bit civil, talk a bit. About a month or so ago, I kind of let her back into my life, which I shouldn't have. We went clubbing. She was sending mixed messages again, and I was just ignoring it. We got the bus home, and we just had a conversation about it. And I always like to have conversations with people about situations that have happened before. And I was like, why did you do it? Did you ever actually have feelings for me? And she said that, she used to like me a few years before I liked her. And then it was more like, there were mixed messages. Like, it was nice to hear, because I thought I was the only one who was seeing mixed messages. Like, I would go up to her during this time where she was kind of playing me around, and I'd be like, you know, do you like me or not? And she'd be like, no, it's just we're just friends. But obviously it wasn't. And she actually told me, she was like, yeah, like, I messed you around, I sent you all these mixed messages. And that was kind of the ending for me. And I was like, okay, like, I need to cut this girl out of my life, because she's really affected me. During those 6 months, from January onwards, where we did not speak, I had to get therapy. I was at a very low point in my life. I felt betrayed. I hadn't only lost someone who I loved very deeply, I'd lost my best friend. I'm part of a group, and she was in it, and the group was becoming very toxic. We were all kind of siding, and I had my A-levels at the time, and it was just very stressful. I hit a very, very, very low point, so low that I had to go tell this teacher who I respect immensely, and I really trust her, and I went to go speak to her about kind of not wanting to be alive anymore. And it was a very dark place for me. Thanks to this teacher, I got in contact with the right people. I got into therapy. Therapy was difficult. I'm still in this therapy. I'm still getting over what happened to me. So I think my main message is, if you're in a relationship where someone is playing you around and using you, they don't love you. They don't. They will give you this idea that they love you just so you will stay with them. I had that. They don't love you. They will just use you up until they'll drop you. And then you'll be the one left with scars. And that happened to me, and I realised the other day. So for a couple of months, I've been over this girl. It took me a while to get over her, but I got over her. And now the main problem is dealing with the scars, the mental scars. So I've recently met a new girl who I always said, after Mina, I always said that I would never open my heart up to anyone unless I knew for certain that there was a possibility they would like me back. There is a new girl that I like. I have her number. We've actually planned to go out. I do really like her, but from my experience with Mina and being used and all these mixed messages, I have very low self-confidence, and that's what's come along with this whole toxic relationship. Is because she's messed me around so much, I've ended up with very low self-confidence, low self-esteem. I pick at everything about me, and it's horrible, because it's like, this girl messed me around, and it's still affecting me now. Like, I am over her, but I'm still mentally scarred from this woman or girl, or, you know, whatever. So all I have to say is, if you're in a relationship where you're questioning whether you should get out, you probably should. Stop giving them chances. Stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. If they're treating you badly, they are a bad person, and you need to get out. There are other people out there. I have found other people in the world who treat me well. Like, there were some friends that I have, like my best friend at the moment, I know that I'll have her in my life for the rest of my life because she treats me well. So it doesn't matter if this is a friendship, relationship, romantic relationship, anything. If you're questioning it, my advice is for you to get out, because it's not worth it. Because you might think, oh yeah, I can get over this person. First of all, it took me 4 or 5 months to get over them. That was crying, very dark thoughts, had to get therapy. And then I had to deal with things now. Like, I don't feel confident enough to actually go out with this girl I really like because of the fear of rejection and the fear of, you know, I don't want to get hurt again. And it does affect you. So yeah, I thought it would just be good to give my advice out, and I've had a few people come up to me and talk to me about their relationships which don't seem too positive, and I just want to help people by giving my experiences. So thanks for listening. If you want to message me or anything, I will leave a link below. Like, subscribe, and I will be making more videos like this for advice.